2007. If we want to talk modern Western woman cringe, well, we can go no further than this actress right here, Rachel Zegler. She is Western woman cringe personified, in as much as many of them show themselves to be quite cringy in many ways. She is the actress who's going to be playing Snow White in the upcoming she's playing Snow White in the upcoming upcoming Disney movie. And the cringe isn't always in dramatic acts such as the ones we've seen in the last two videos where they've got their cheeks out playing basketball or they're popping their thing at school assemblies and at the slave castles. We can see it in the way she emotes and her contempt for everybody and everything. Let's see it here.
If I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
Now, this is a woman who has posted to Twitter that she hates Snow White, but she wants to have this attitude. This face right here is the face of contemptuous Western woman cringe. It's the look of condescension that I think every man has dealt with modern females in the West who think they're smarter than it all, above it all, and just them breathing in the morning and opening their eyes so the sun can come up because the sun doesn't rise till their eyes open in their mind. That they're just God's gift to humanity and certainly God's gift to men. This clip, where she's not altogether wrong about the fact that if the studios are going to make money airing works that people have been in, they should get paid for those works. Her whole attitude and demeanor about it is what kills everybody. But this recent comment at where she's supposed to be striking, and she's getting paid $2 million to be Snow White. This comment, while she's supposed to be striking for the little guys, is what recently brought up a bunch of other things from her more recent past, going back a little bit less than a year. So let's look at this clip of her talking about the movie. I guess just after some event they were at where they're just first announcing the movie and had just done some work on it. Of course, that's Gal Gadot there, who plays the Wicked Witch in the movie, which is, not the Wicked Witch, but the Wicked Stepmother.
See, but I saw the logo and I went, that's my name, Snow White's up there, and I cried my eyes out.
What was it like seeing yourself for the first?
Seeing yourself as Snow Brown. This is, it's one thing to swap out characters for whose race is not relevant to the story, and who particularly if you want to add new characters, that's even better, to bring in different people into various movie franchises and so forth. But when the race of the character is in the name of the property, and the legend describes her as Snow White, as being as white as snow, and she's a Germanic princess from days of mythology in old Europe, and this is a Germanic princess who's described as having skin as white as snow, and who she looks in a mirror and asks, "Who is the fairest of them all?" Goodness grief.
First time in full Snow White drag.
I love that description. It's perfect.
I love that description. Cringe. This guy talking about calling a woman wearing a dress drag. Again, they're constantly pushing it. They're constantly pushing that agenda. We're talking about Snow White, a cartoon, a PG cartoon, a rated G cartoon for little kids. And they got to bring drag queens into that, and bring drag into that, and call an actual woman wearing feminine attire that's a drag. And you go, "Oh, I love that." That's just cringe. Her whole persona is just cringy.
Perfect. Oh my God! Well, when you get to wear Sandy Powell, first of all,
I didn't mean to stop.
Insane. And then you get to be lit by Mandy Walker, and Nadia Stacey designed your hair and makeup. It's like the most incredible thing in the world. And then all of a sudden you open your eyes and you watch the playback, which I never do. And I saw myself on screen and I just wanted to throw up. I was so happy about it.
Again, look at her. First of all, I was lit by so and so and dressed by such and such. That's this focus on fashion. But anyway, okay, that's a Hollywood thing. We'll let that go. I wanted to throw up. I look so good with this cringy face. Her whole persona is so grating, and she thinks this personality is engaging and vibrant or whatever she thinks it is, and it's just constantly grating. And I think why it's so grating is because it's so pretentious. And you can't put your finger on exactly what it is all in any particular instance, but you know it when you see it and when you are experiencing the condescension and the dismissiveness and the pretension, and it's all cringe.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true.
It's written in 1937 with that condescending laugh. So it was written in 1937, so what? Because something existed before you came along 5 minutes ago does not make it automatically bad. And again, she wants to just urinate on other people's work when she's done nothing. And just this condescending attitude that now my modern viewpoint is somehow superior just because it's my viewpoint. And here's a pretentious laugh to go with the condescension. And then, unfortunately, a little bit surprisingly for me, Gal Gadot joins in on the nonsense because Gal Gadot has come out before and spoken against the way that strong modern women are written. Her and not Emma Stone, but what's the one? She was just an Oppenheimer. Her, Emily Blunt. She talked about how how boring it is to read the way that so-called strong women are written in movies as well. She's spoken out about that. So I was kind of surprised to see Gal Gadot jump in this nonsense. And she's not saved by the princess. Oh, and she's not looking for true love. That's half the point of the story. She's going to, because little girls want to dream about being leaders. They want to dream about being military soldiers, and they're going to go up and be leaders, and they're going to lead because their dad wanted them to be a leader, and that's what little girls dream of. And of course, it's wrong if women want to find love and romance and be feminine women. That's beneath the modern woman, and any woman who thinks like that, of course, she's upholding the patriarchy and holding back the sisterhood. That's this girl's mind state, and that's what she projects, and she wants to diminish other people's views of life. And if they don't follow her modern gender studies viewpoint, then they get a condescending laugh and this smirk on her face that she constantly has.
You know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird.
Just more cringe. And on top of that, more lies. The prince doesn't stalk her in this movie. She's just making that up in the original Snow White. That this is not a thing that even happens. It makes no sense. He's the one who brings her back to life. The male dwarfs are the ones who take care of her throughout the movie. The person oppressing her is her stepmother, who wants to kill her so Snow White can't challenge the stepmother to be queen. There's no oppressive men doing anything to Snow White in this movie. She's making up a whole lie. And then, of course, she's just weird and condescending and just cringe with her facial expressions and the condescension and the way everything just rolls off her tongue, and the constantly with this pretentious laugh and the stupid faces she's making, and just constantly trying to find some kind of way to deride men and to try to be a victim when the only person Snow White is a victim of is a woman in this movie. It's just insane.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, you're weird, lady. You're weird and you're cringe like so many Western modern women. It's just really too much. Well, I think we've had enough of weirdo Wach. So we're going to get out of here. But before that, like this video up. Please like us up, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get an alert to come back for more. And we're going to keep it going. Yobachi 2007. I'm out.